Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Welcome to level 15 in the Rules of Tajweed book. In this level, you will learn about Mim Mushaddadah and Noon Mushaddadah. So make sure to get the name of the level right. Again, Mim Mushaddadah and Noon Mushaddadah. Now, what does Mim Mushaddada and what does Noon Mushaddada mean? It means the letter Mim with a shadda or a tashdid, the small W sign on it, and a Noon with a shadda or a tashdid, the little W sign on it. Like you can see here on top of the Mim there is a shadda, so we will call this Mim a Mim Mushaddada, and we will call this Noon a Noon Mushaddada. So in this level, as usual, you will have some paragraphs that have red hearts next to them. That means you should learn these paragraphs off by heart, word for word, as it is written there. Learning it word for word is very beneficial because in the future, if you ever get confused in the rule, forget part of it, then you can refer back to what you have memorized, memorized word for word, and it will remind you of the part of the rule which you might have forgotten. And also by learning it for word, you will make sure you don't mislearn it. You don't learn something wrong or you don't explain something wrong to somebody else. By all means, you should understand it fully and you should also be able to explain it in your own words, and you may be tested on that also. But learning it word for word as well has its own benefit. Okay, so as usual, I will go through the parts with red hearts, explain them to you, and then I will introduce you to the level, showing you how you need to read that level. I will work through some examples with you to help you also. Okay, the first paragraph. Ghunna means Ghunna means for the sound to come out from the nose for the duration of 2 harakas. Meaning, when we say ghunna, it means to prolong the sound of the noon or the meme from the nose, like this, as you will see ahead. That's the meaning of the word ghunna. The rule is that I will always read mim mushaddada and noon mushaddada with ghunna, meaning wherever in the Quran there is a mim mushaddada or a noon mushaddada, I will always read that with ghunna, which means I will extend the sound for 2 harakas from the nose. For example, and remember to learn these exact examples also. Thumma, inna. As you can see, I stretched the sound as I took it into my nose. Right, now let's move on to this part at the bottom. Spot the rule. Now, what is this about? In this level and every level here onwards, you will have a special wording which you are required to say every time you see an example of this rule. Not only in this level 14, but here onwards. So every time there is a noon mushaddada or a mim mushaddada, you will point at it and you will say mim mushaddada ghunna. Or if it's a noon, you will say noon mushaddada ghunna. This is shorthand, or this is a abbreviated way of saying this is a mim mushaddada, therefore I must do ghunna. Now by saying this every time you see that rule, you are programming your mind and you are reminding yourself, consolidating this rule so that insha'Allah you never forget this rule long after you have completed this book, long after you have begun or you have read the Quran many times. Okay, so let's go on to the next page and see how this is done. So when you go to the ustad, to the ustada, to your teacher, and let's say for example you are going to read the first line, the first 6 examples, then you will do it something like this. So first you will point at the rule, you will say the rule using this specific wording here, and then you will read the example. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Now repeat after me. When I spot the rule, I will say the English wording. Repeat the English wording after me. Say it loud enough that your own ears can hear. Saying it, repeating it with the tongue is a very important part of this exercise. Noon mushaddada gunna. Say it. Innama. Mim mushaddada gunna. Say it. Wa ummih. نون مشددة غنة. لا يخرجن. نون مشددة غنة. فإنما هي. نون مشددة غنة. نون مشددة غنة. إنه ظن. As you can see, I pointed out and spotted the rule both times. So if the same rule appears in an example more than once, you will point out each occurrence, each time it occurs, and you will say it with your tongue loud enough that you or your teacher can hear both times. Let's do another couple of examples from this page. Number 35. Noon mushaddada gunna. إنهم يكيدون كيدا. And finally, let's do this last example. So repeat after me after I've spotted the rule. So repeat the English phrase after me and then repeat the Arabic recitation after me too. Noon mushaddada gunna. Go ahead. وَإِذَا الْجَنَّةُ أُزْلِفَتْ. Well done. Now after you've completed this page, on the next page there are plenty more examples. As you can see, these examples are getting slightly longer, and on the last page you have more examples, but again these examples are longer. We will perhaps practice one or two of these examples. Okay, so let's take number 14. Noon mushaddada gunna. Go ahead. Inna yawm al-fasli kana miqata. Well done. And finally, let's do number 19. Noon mushaddada gunna. Noon mushaddada gunna. واللاتي تخافون نشوزهن فعظوهن. Well done. Don't forget to pay attention to all of the lessons and all of the rules you learned in your qaida, making sure to read every example clearly, correctly and fluently, paying attention to the rules of stopping as well. And I will see you in the next level, inshallah.